This is day 6, guided practice, page number 2. We're looking at factoring and everything that we can do with factoring that they might ask us on the SQL test. We're going to look at 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to skip down to number 6. A hint for number 5 is that you can just graph it on Desmos and match up which answer choice is the same graph. And if you are going to try to factor it, remember that you need your to first check the GCF. Then after the GCF, go ahead and draw your 2 sets of binomials and see if you can factor it there. Remember, since there's no term, the middle should add up to 0x. All right, I'm going to go down to number 6. We'll do 6 together. We have 6x squared plus 7x plus 2, so I'm going to check for GCF first. I don't think there is, but we won't hurt to double check. It says 1, so there is no GCF. So we're going to try to factor here. We have 2 binomials. We need to think about ways that we can get 6x squared. So I know that there are 2 ways that we can get 6x squared. We could get 6x and 1x, or we could do 3x and 2x. Only one of these ways will work, but I know it has to be one of these 2 if it will be factored. I know that for 2, there's only one way to get 2 times 1. If it's going to be 6 times 1, 6x and 1x, I know the 2 cannot go here because otherwise there would have been a GCF there. So if I'm going to try this one, I'm going to try the 2 over here. I'm going to try the 1 here. All right, and this is positive, and the middle term is positive, so I know it has to be positive, positive. Okay, and when we check, we get 1x and 8x, and when we add 1x and 8x, we get 9x. So that is not what we have in the middle. That's not possible. And again, I'm not going to switch and try a 2 here and a 1 here because that would have a GCF, and I know that's not possible. So I don't think that it's going to be 6x and 1x, but we still need to try the 3x and 2x. So again, the only way to get 2 is 1 times 2. I know the 2 can't go here because otherwise there would be a GCF in this binomial. So I'm going to try the 2 over here and the 1 here. All right, again, it has to be positive, positive. And when we check, we get 2 times 2 is 4x, and 3 times 1 is 3x, and 4x plus 3x is 7x, and that's what we have here. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared, 2 times 1 is 2, and 4x plus 3x is 7x. So it has to be 3x squared plus 2, 3x plus 2 and 2x plus 1. And again, really quickly, we could check it in Desmos. We have 3x plus 2, and we have 2x plus 1. All right, and then check the original 6x squared plus 7x plus 2 and see how those are the same graph. All right, so we know that that's definitely the answer. All right, and then number 7, let's go over number 7 quickly. It says which polynomial cannot be factored over the set of real numbers. Okay, so out of the 4 choices here, 1 of them cannot be factored and 3 of them can. So that means we're going to have to look to see which ones are factored. Now I believe we could check this in Desmos. So let's say x squared plus 3x minus 4. If we look at the answer choices, we get -4 and 1. Those are really nice numbers. Remember we talked about this a couple weeks ago. So since these are really nice numbers, this can be factored. Let's try the next one. X squared plus 6x plus 10. Okay, now this one does not touch the x-axis at all. That means it cannot be factored. It's an easy way to check that. I know the answer is going to be B, but we are just going to double check C and D just to make sure. All right, we have x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay, oops. There we go. All right, this is -1 and 4. So again, really nice, easy numbers. So we know that this can be factored. And then let's quick check D. X squared plus 6x plus 5. Again, really nice, easy number so that we know it can be factored. And so the only one that really was not nice was B, because it was up here and did not touch the x-axis. We know that that means we'll have two imaginary or two non-real solutions. All right, so 7 was easy to check. Just graph on Desmo, see which ones cannot be factored. All right, and then your hint for number 8, it says click on a box to choose a factor you want to select. You must select all correct factors. So you have to factor this by hand. There's no way to check this on Desmos. So remember, you do GCF first, and after you do GCF, you can factor. There is going to be more than one answer, and most likely when they have a question like this, there will be a GCF. So please, please, please take out a GCF, because if you don't, you won't see some of the factors listed there. All right, so go ahead and try the other two with your group and move on to the next video.